Lithuanians. The territory of modern-day Lithuania was originally inhabited by different Baltic tribes. These tribes shared similar languages and traditions. Lithuanians began to unify as a state in response to external threats, especially from the Teutonic Knights. In 1236, the Battle of Šiauliai marked an early resistance against the Crusaders. They formed a strong state in the 13th century called the Grand Duchy of Lithuania. It became one of the biggest countries in Europe. Now, Lithuanians are the biggest Baltic ethnic group. Lithuanians kept their old language, which is still spoken today, and it's one of the oldest in Europe. They were the last Europeans to become Christian in 1387. Latvians. The ancestors of Latvians, like Lithuanians, were Baltic tribes, mainly the Latgalians, Salonians, Semigalians, and Curonians, who lived in the territory of present-day Latvia. These tribes spoke early forms of the Baltic languages, which are closely related to Lithuanian and, more distantly, to Slavic languages. Latvians are the second largest Baltic ethnic group after Lithuanians. Over the centuries, the Latvian lands were conquered and ruled by various foreign powers, but the people managed to preserve their language and cultural identity. In the 13th century, during the Northern Crusades, the region was conquered and divided by German crusaders. The area became known as Livonia, a territory ruled by the Livonian Order and the Archbishopric of Riga. After the Livonian Order's collapse in the 16th century, different parts of Latvia had different names in different countries they belonged to: Duchy of Courland and Semigalia, Governorate of Livonia, or Vitebsk Governorate. Latvia became an independent country for the first time in 1918. The Old Prussians. The Old Prussians were a Baltic people, closely related to Lithuanians and Latvians. They lived near the southeastern Baltic Sea, in what's now Kaliningrad and parts of Poland. Pagan and tribal, they spoke the Old Prussian language, which is now extinct. In the 13th century, the Teutonic Knights conquered Prussian tribes and forced Christian conversion. After decades, the Old Prussians were fully Christianized and gradually Germanized. By the 18th century, their language and identity vanished. Though the name Prussia lived on in German history, but the original Old Prussians were gone. They now a lost branch of the Baltic people. The Yotvingians. The Yotvingians, also known as Sudovians, were a Baltic tribe who lived in parts of modern-day Poland, Lithuania, and Belarus. Closely related to Old Prussians and Lithuanians, they spoke a now extinct West Baltic language. They also resisted Christianization for centuries. During the 13th and 14th centuries, they were crushed by the Teutonic Knights, leading to their gradual assimilation. By the 15th century, the Yotvingians vanished as a distinct group. Today, their legacy lives on through place names, archaeological sites, and cultural memory in the region. The Curonians. The Curonians were a powerful Baltic tribe from the coasts of Latvia and Lithuania, known for their skills in seafaring, piracy, and warfare. Like Viking raiders, they ruled the Baltic Sea, and like the Yotvingians, fiercely resisted Christianization for centuries. In the 13th century, they were conquered by the Teutonic Knights and fully assimilated into Latvian and Lithuanian and German cultures. By the 15th century, the Curonians disappeared as a distinct people, but their legacy lives on through place names, folklore, and the Kursnieki, a small group of their descendants. The Latgalians. The Latgalians were an eastern Baltic tribe from what is now eastern Latvia, known for their fortified hill forts and early adoption of Christianity. Unlike other Baltic tribes, they allied with German crusaders in the 13th century and played a key role in forming the future Latvian nation. Today, their descendants live in Latgal, region of Latvia, where the Latgalian language, traditions, and Catholic heritage remain strong. The Latgalians were never wiped out. They're still here, shaping Latvian culture from the east.